जयति पराशर सूनुः सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासः यस्य आस्य कमलगलितं वाङ्मयम् अमृतं जगत्पिबति भुजगभोगापमुद्यम्य हृद्यं निजभुजं दक्षिणं लक्षणाढ्यं ललितमुद्रिक्तविज्ञानमुद्रं भज भज अनन्तविद्या अलपन्तं प्रणतवान् प्राणिनां प्राणभूतं प्रणतिभिः प्रीणये पूर्णबोधम् भवदवोष्णेन तातप्यमानान् भुवि परं नाथम् अप्रेक्षमाणान् भुवनमन्येन चान्येन दोषेण भवतु धीर्मा इति नः सान्त्वयन्तं प्रणतवान् प्राणिनां प्राणभूतं प्रणतिभिः प्रीणये पूर्णबोधम् श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् जगज्योति बसवेश्वर. When I was asked to speak on Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara, the immediate thing that came into my mind was a directive given by my Pujya Guru, the Renaissance Vedic scholar Dr. Bananjay Govindacharya. Do not read out the vachanas. People can hear it on YouTube. Try to see the spirit and the science behind it. 11th century, 12th century, Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara's impact was profound. His message is for the youth. It is useful to, aged people like me. But for the youth, it is going to be a playbook for the rest of their life. The only thing is they need to pay a little attention because it is pragmatic, practical, and scientific. So if the youngsters are there in the room, I can't see you because the lights are too bright. Please pay attention. For the next 15-20 minutes, I will try to expose a body of knowledge that you are going to be shocked with. This is before the advent of any modern science. This is the starting from the Vedic wisdom to the Vachana and now to the practical playbook of what you can use when there is nobody around but the spiritual strength given by Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara. The Vedas basically say the experiential evidence of the rishis. It is for folks who are intellectually extremely elevated. This had to be stepped down to the common people, especially the youth. And there, that tower of strength that actually did this was Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara. Now, one should realize that many of the strengths and the words of wisdom that was given by Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara are not words at all. They are basically what is happening inside you. Once you realize that, then you will see that you have a friend in you. Some of the great pillars that he established. First, he called it as Atma Gnana. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with philosophy. Even I am bored with philosophy. But the science behind Atma Gnana, self-realization. The very first question, who are you? Well, my parents named me Purna Prasad. Well, I could be named something else in my past births. Purna Prasad is only a recognition of this physical form, the mortal body that is temporary. what's inside is that quanta of powerful energy called Atma, called the quantum. That's the basics of quantum mechanics. Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara just did not pronounce or declare the scientific principle, but he showed that it is right within you and it is very practical. It is the process of knowing oneself. What does this involve? Well, when do I get happy? What makes me angry? Do you ever realize that? No, you just act it out. Your dad and mom tells you something, you're mad. Not because what they said was wrong. You never even heard what they said. The reason you're mad because they are saying it. It is your dad and mom. You're 17 years old and you are Albert Einstein incarnated. We all have experienced it. Now that's because that realization of the self, Atma Jnana, is missing. The Vedas call it in a beautiful name, same Atma Jnana, as Ahankara, the realization of the self. That's the first thing. First, know who you are. And that is the work that needs to be done inside. That kayaka, the work that he talks about, has to happen inside, not outside. Now, from this transition, once you realize who you are, especially what your shortcomings are, what your limitations are, then comes something very important. You first become compassionate to yourself. And as that self-compassion, because you're so sorry, you are so limited. Oh my God, I could have never done that. Oh my God, I can never achieve the status of these great intellectuals. Comes compassion. As you meditate on compassion, the compassion spreads to outside, from inside outside. Then starts what Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara calls kayaka, work. It is actually the definition of work given by our modern physics. You have studied this in your high school, you have forgotten it, I will remind you what it is. Work is the number of effort in order to push a unit of weight from position A to position B. When you forgot after your 9th grade exam, you forgot it, that's okay. Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara says this is work, because when you realize that work is going on inside and outside, I'm going to switch to modern astronomy, astrophysics. You all know the universe is continuously expanding after the Big Bang. It is working. You can never stay without work. Without karma, you cannot survive. That's why Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara said, Kayakave Kailasa. So what did Krishna say 4,000 years ago? Karmanye madhikaraste mapadeshu kadachana. And here in modern science it says a body at rest remains at rest and a body in motion continues its motion. Newton's first law, just to remind you. Now you see the connection between the Vedic wisdom, the Vachanas wisdom propounded by Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara and the modern Newtonian physics. Once you become self-realized and you see that there is work done everywhere, you start serving. Now this service is very important. Dasoham. Dasoham tava dasoham. You serve the self. Self is not your mortal body. Self is that enabling energy, the omnipotent energy, What is the equivalent word for omnipotent in a foreign language? It is called as Shiva. We all know a foreign language called Samskrita. In Samskrita, Shiva means omnipotent, the one who enables inside and out. That was the definition given by the Vedas and propounded by the Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara. But here comes the beauty. With this, with Atma Jnana, Daya, and then Kayaka and Dasoha, complete surrender, you basically start transforming yourself. When you transform yourself, you transform the society. Be the change you want to be. Then everything around you transforms. If you want a certain algorithm to work, you need to first make sure that you understand the algorithm and you change your thought process and come out with a technique to represent that algorithm. Then the algorithm works for you software architects. That's exactly what Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara propounded. And this was centuries ago. This type of inside transformation had a beautiful structure there. It was the structure of experience. It was the foundational experience entity called Anubhava Mandapa. Don't go searching for it in a geographical location. Anubhava Mandapa is within each and every one of us. That is what Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara showed. Because you are experiencing through these five senses. You have Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, which means you hear, you assimilate, and you do the deep thinking. Deep thinking is called tapas, meditation. Why? Because that linga, beautiful definition. We all say linga means there is a structure. We actually pour water and everything else. The problem here is you ask your youngsters to get up in the morning, keep the linga and then in your hand and pour water and milk and then everything else. They say, Mom and Dad, I will do it because you are feeding me. Once I am done, I got nothing to do with it. Because you cannot explain to me why you are basically worshipping a stone. And this is called as insanity in my dictionary. Are they wrong? Absolutely not. Because the meaning of linga needs to be understood. Linga means that which has embraced everything, comes from the root dhatu in Sanskrita called alingana. The only entity that can embrace you inside and out is Shiva. Antar bahischa sat sarvam vyapya Narayana sthitaha. Narayana, there is a human figure. Problem is, again, it is expressed in a foreign language called Samskrita. You know what the meaning of Narayana is? Narayana means Narayana, that is that which actually is inside and out. Tiram, Antar Bahischa Tatsarvam. It is omnipotent because it is Shiva. In this Anubhava Mandapa, there are entities that come. You have the Allama Prabhu who actually sees the spirit behind each and every experience. Got to get up to that level. And then you have the observer, Akka Mahadevi, who just tells you what she observed. Beautiful observation. Example, Papa Todeva Gangege, Papa Lepa Untavudaya Rasa. The one that washes off the sins, Mother Ganga, do you think she is going to acquire any of those sins? Absolutely not. And then in between with this highly spiritual experience of Allama Prabhu and Akka Mahadevi's observational statements comes that intermediate foundation that puts both of them together, which makes it pragmatic, practical, and that is Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara. That's the reason when you look at the vachanas and you meditate on it, not just hear it on the MP3 and then let it go. I know many of you can actually recite it from your memory, but how many of you have meditated on it? That deep meditation is the one that actually opens up the Anubhava Mantapa inside you. Anubhava Mantapa is not gone. You don't have to go in search of it in northern Karnataka. It is there where you are. Because you got the Anubhava Mantapa inside your heart. How many chambers does the heart have? 4. You've got the Akka Mahadevi, you've got the Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara, you've got Allama Prabhu, and you have got the Santas inside. You are one of them. That is your spiritual heart inside the Anubhava Mandapa. You don't have to go to Karnataka. Even if you go, you can see it. But for you to experience it, it can only be experienced inside. In the next few minutes, I would like to draw your attention to the science of scientific principles behind the Vachana Sahitya by Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara. The first one I basically picked was Dayavillada Dharma Devudaya. Dayave Beko Sarva Pranigalallaralli. If you are not compassionate, you will never be able to exist in harmony. As simple as that. The compassion is universal from the self to the entire universe to the Supreme. When you look at a scientific principle, a physical principle, a chemical reaction, you need to be a part of that observation. Being a part of the experience is called compassion. That's exactly what the Dayave Dharmada Mula is saying. Because Dharma, what is Dharma? Greater good. What is the crux of that greater good? Compassion. Without compassion, there is no existence for the human race. With compassion comes the relationship, right? When 2 electrons can actually share the empty shells, it forms a bond. You know from your chemistry, right? Covalent bonds, electrovalent bonds. So this bonding, this brotherhood is from the electrons and protons up to the universe. That is what is called Vishwa Bandhutva, universal brotherhood. A beautiful vachana. Iva Narava, Iva Narava, Iva Narava, Yendu Enisidaraya. Don't ask who this person is, who that person is. What does he say? Iva Namava. He is a part of us. She is a part of us. It is a part of us. Here they call it Vishwa Bandhutva. Universal, not just restricted, because until this continuum is realized, you will not see the science behind it. What's the greatest continuum, Vishwa Bandhutva equation that you can actually see? Just try to look at Einstein's theory of relativity decide E is equal to mc square. Energy is equal to mass into square of the speed of the light. There is a relationship, equanimity, Vishwa Bandhutva. This is the way you need to look at the spirit. The next thing he talks about is true worship. For us, what is worship? There is an idol that looks like us because we want it to look like us. And then we throw some yellow color, red color, some water, call it worship, and make everybody who is dependent on us do the same thing out of fear, out of necessity. But what's the science behind this worship? Puja. Puja means the gratefulness, the reverence you actually give for what it has given to you. Shiva doesn't need anything from you. It is you expressing your gratefulness. It is called as a servo mechanism in the physical mechanics or mechanical physics. When you construct a mechanism to get a certain type of work done, what does it do? It serves you. You put a car together, the car serves you. Well, car is just inanimate. No, the one that animates it inside, Antar Bahishchatat Sarvam, for that omnipotent Shiva, be grateful. That is the meaning of true worship. And he basically, this is one of the best I like. Kalla Nagara Kandare Hala Nereburunyangur. Exactly what I told you. You basically want to worship a snake which is being chiseled out of a stone. But when the real snake comes, you want to beat it to death. Mm-hmm. Because here the entire concept of worship is lost. What is sustained is just blind faith. And that real worship, to be grateful to each and everything that has been given to you, which none of us own. We came here naked, we are going to go back naked. We don't even take our bodies, even our body is mortgaged. If you think that you have paid off your mortgage, think twice. The very body you are in is mortgaged. And the fourth one is walk the talk. Nudidare Muttina Haradantirabheku. Something that Jagat-Jyoti Basaveshwara showed. Because he was the real Vishwamanava, the one who actually involved everybody without caste, creed, handicap. No. That concept of walking the talk. Until you look at science pragmatically, without bias, you will not be able to appreciate or be even grateful to that scientific principles enabled by the divine architect, Shiva. Shiva in the Vedas is called as the Manoniyamaka. He is the one who practically architects your mind. If you think that your mind is your own, think twice, because the mind does not obey you. It will not obey you. The only way to control or to govern your mind is to first realize who you are. And the last one, which actually is very, very important, is do not question why universe is like this. It is senseless because we do not understand this universe. We do not even understand ourselves. And the very concept that I think you are wrong is actually a statement out of complete ignorance. because I don't even know who I am. How can I comment on somebody else? Vedas basically give a beautiful instruction for this. The Vedas says, do not deny my experience with your inexperience. Experience it. That Kudala Sangama Deva, the one that brings everything together. Where? Atmalinga. Because here, that Alingana for your Atma is by Bhagavan Shiva himself. If you take the scientific perspective, the Vedic perspective, the Vachana perspective, in any of the Vachanas of Jagat Jyoti Basaveshwara, you see the practical handbook that you can carry for the rest of your life, not just in your mind, but in your heart. And today, I take this opportunity to offer my respects and my namaskaras to such a glorified soul that Shiva gave us in order to brighten our future. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Swasti.